Good evening. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we'll start with roll call. Clerk Magallanes, please call roll.
Chair Henderson,
Here.
Vice Chair Lees,
Here.
Commissioner Jones, Commissioner Lujan,
Here.
and Commissioner Olivares. We have a quorum.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Lujan, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. Clerk Magallanes, can you please play the Public Comment Code of Conduct?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? The meeting of this body is now in order. A code of conduct will now be read, and we request that you comply with it to ensure the efficient administration of the meeting. Members of the public, it is your right to participate in today's meeting, and this meeting body encourages such participation. However, the right of the public to address the body must be balanced with the need to ensure that public comment does not interfere with the orderly course of this body's business. All are reminded to abide by the following rules. Speakers must cease speaking immediately when their time has ended. Public comment on agenda items must relate to the subject matter of that item. General public comment is limited to subjects within the jurisdiction of the body. Public comment does not include the right to engage in a dialogue with members of this body or staff. Please remain respectful of the forum and refrain from uttering, writing, or displaying profane, personal, threatening, derogatory, demeaning, or other abusive statements towards the members of this body, staff, or any other person. Members of the audience should be respectful of the views expressed by speakers, staff, and members of this meeting body, and may not excessively clap, cheer, whistle, or otherwise disrupt the orderly conduct of the meeting. Any person engaging in conduct that disrupts the meeting is subject to being removed from the meeting. Finally, if you witness conduct or behavior by other members of the public that disrupts your ability to remain engaged or participate in this meeting, please notify city staff. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, we're on to item number 4, public comments. Now is the time for public participation on consent calendar items. Each speaker is allotted 2 minutes in total for the entirety. Clerk Magallanes, do you have any speaker cards?
No, we do not.
Okay, thank you. Consent calendar. All matters listed in the consent calendar will be enacted in one motion unless all members of the Planning Commission wish to pull items, in which case they will be removed and the calendar and considered separately in a different portion of the agenda. Commissioners, would you like to discuss any of the items on the calendar? No? Commissioners, may I have a motion and a second to approve the consent calendar? Motion. Okay, I have a motion from Commissioner Olivares. Second. Second from Vice Chair Elise. I think we're going to do are we going to vote on the computer or are we going to vote voice? I think they're doing the motions and the seconds for us, and we're just doing the final vote. Okay, there we go. Let the record show, motion passes with 5 yes votes. Okay, on to, that was 5A, 5B. We are now on to public hearings. Item 6A. Commissioner Magallanes, did you want to read part of the description of that?
Item 6A would be to adopt resolution number PC 2025-002.
Okay. Planner Manager Brenda Magana, do you have any presentation for that?
I do I have a quick update for the group. So first of all, good evening, Chair Henderson, Vice Chair Lees, and members of the commission. You received a memo for this item. This is for a new reclamation plan that is located off of Avenue S and 80th Street East. The applicant has requested additional time to work through some of their state clearances. So the memo you received actually says that they want to continue to May 8th. They've actually requested to continue this meeting to, or this item to the June 12th meeting. And that concludes my presentation. So I would recommend that the Planning Commission continue the item to June 12th.
Okay, do we want to open and close the public hearing or go straight to the,
So we do have to open the public hearing because we did notice the item.
okay, then I open the public hearing. Anybody like to talk about that? Do we have any speaker slips?
No
Okay.
speaker slips.
Then we close the public hearing, and commissioner discussion? Do we need a motion then to continue this item until June 12th? Need a motion for that? Okay, motion to to continue this public hearing to June 12th. Motion and second.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion from Commissioner Olivares and a second from Commissioner Lujan. Please show your vote. Let the record show, motion passes with 5 yes votes. Okay, on to 6B. Did we want to describe any of that?
So I will just be reading the resolution number into the record. And
Okay.
that would be 6B, to adopt resolution number PC 2025-009.
Okay, and the staff member on this one is Planning Manager Brenda Magana.
Yes, so you also received a memo for this item. Staff and the applicant are requesting that the Planning Commission continue item 6B to allow additional time to address environmental concerns related to the proposed project. To elaborate on that a little bit more, this is a project to expand the landfill located at 1200 City Ranch Road. And due to current events like the La Chiquita landfill closing and fire debris and those things that have come up, the applicant has requested additional time to address those concerns.
Okay, so that would be continued to May 8th or June 12th?
No, this will be just continued. We will renotice when this project is ready to come back for your
So
decision.
continue indefinitely.
Correct.
Okay. All right, I guess I'll open the public hearing. Do we have any
No
speaker slips?
no
Okay.
speaker slips?
I will close the public hearing, and then I guess I need a motion and a second to continue this item indefinitely.
I'd like to make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, I got a motion from Commissioner Lujan, a second from Commissioner Jones. Please show your vote. Let the record show, motion passes with 4 yes and 1 abstain. Okay, on to item number 7, non-agenda public comment items. Clerk Magallanes, do we have any speaker slips on the non-agenda items?
We do not.
Okay, on to number 8, staff communications. Does staff have any updates for the commission?
There are no new updates. As you know, this is the first meeting that we start at 5 o'clock, so thank you all for being here today. Looking forward to the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you. All right, number 9, commissioner reports, announcements, and requests for future agenda items. Do commissioners have any updates?
Yes, I do. And I have something I would like to read, and I would like for it to be on record, please. It is with mixed emotion that I am submitting a resignation from the Planning Commission effective 6/3/2025 to allow time, if needed, to obtain another. As a single mother, working supervisor, and many other obligation, this decision is due to the new time change from 7 p.m. to 5 p.m. that has made it difficult for me to be able to continue without creating an extra stress for me. I really wish the time change was better discussed with a happy medium for us all, such as 6 p.m., and I had another obligation when it was brought up to the City Hall meeting last March, so I could not make it. When I applied for this position, it was feasible with my working schedule and the working community's working schedule. My interest in Planning Commission was to learn more about housing and development, which I am passionate about, to aid in the LA County homelessness concerns, and to also become more effective in the city that I was born and raised in for over 48 years. It has been a pleasure and an honor to serve on both committees the past year, and I had expected to complete full terms and even repeat terms. I will cherish the experience, and I have enjoyed the additional city events I have had the honor to take part in as Planning Commissioner. I would like to thank all the Planning Commissioners and the Art Commissioners for welcoming me to both of the committees and for allowing me to take part and share my opinions. I would also like to give a special thank you to Andrea Alicorn, who took time out to read my resume, meet with me to see how I align with her district, the city's needs, and ultimately for choosing me to hold this role and title. I apologize if you're disappointed with my leaving Andrea. I would like to state for the record that I did not know Andrea Alicorn prior to the day of my vote in January 10th of 2024. I also did not know any of the other city council except Austin Bishop, of whom I only met once back around 2016, prior to him being elected as council member when he was requesting for support of peers. The day of my vote was very disheartening. I found myself going from excitement about a new venture in my city to then feeling overwhelmed with confusion and then concern for a wonderful woman, Andrea Alicorn, of whom I had just met and had a great feeling about. I learned quickly that day that she was unliked among the rest of the council, some community members, and that she was being judged for a mistake. My heart broke for her that day. I could not imagine being judged for something I did wrong again and again by my peers and community as if they never did anything wrong. Even the Bible states, "He who has no sin cast the first stone." I did not know Andrea, but I wanted to get to know her and to be a friend and a person on her side, a person of support, and a person to support the great ideas that she comes up with for our town. In time, the few moments I did get to spend with my 5th District Councilwoman, I learned that she is brilliantly intelligent, highly educated, resilient, very compassionate about people in this town, and strongly fighting for what she believes in, and also for equality and justice for all. This work is also in her bloodline. Despite all that ridicule her, it amazes me how much she continues to press through the ugliness of our town and council. Kudos to you, Andrea. May God give you the strength and courage to keep going and keep fighting for betterment of our town. I appreciate you and all that you do for Palmdale, or that you try to do for Palmdale. It is my hope in the future that whoever Andrea picks next time for the Planning Commission, 5th District, will be welcomed by their resume, experience, character, and/or speech, and not by their race, gender, or the fact that they were chosen by someone the council does not seem to care for nor support, in my opinion. It is my hope that there is not a 17-minute argument over them if they seem qualified, but instead the council share a united front and get behind their chosen 5th District Councilwoman and trust her judgment. It is my hope that when a new planning commissioner is chosen and welcomed, that they will receive instructions on how the meetings are supposed to go, especially learn what pool calendar means, and not feel tricked or lost as I did when the vote for the time change happened. In conclusion, I would like to say thank you again to all who accepted and welcomed me. I would also like to apologize to anyone who may feel disappointed with my leaving. I will miss you all, and if there is a way of changing the time to a more feasible time, I would even like to reinstate if at all possible. I just feel that I shouldn't have to choose between paying my bills and my city, and neither should the community. I hope that all meetings that are meant for the community to attend will also make their times feasible for the working people of the city of Palmdale to partake in, including the City Hall meetings. I have missed many because I could not get off work in time to come show my support and/or concerns. In closing, I would like to share the words of a Palmdale community member who saw my vote in and found me on social media to share her concern and her congratulations. She is a woman of Caucasian descent, I believe. I share this with hopes for improvement in the future, and I hope that she does not mind. She wrote, "Hello, Aisha. You won't remember me, but I am an old woman from Palmdale who taught chorus at Yucca School many moons ago. I remember you and your brother Jamie. I was watching the Palmdale City Council meeting tonight, and I wanted to tell you how much I thrilled at your presentation at the mic. How great you were. You made my heart sing. I also feel like I should personally apologize for the reprehensible behavior of our 4 members of the council and city attorney. Their racism and other hypocrisies are so evil, and they just keep getting worse. I am afraid that they will break Andrea. But please keep being you and keep singing some kind of sanity into this world if you can. With that said, City of Palmdale, we need to do better. And please support your 5th District Councilwoman, Andrea Alicorn. She needs your support. Thank you so very much again for letting me have this time and for being on the committees. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Anything else from commissioners? Okay. All right, so then I move to adjourn the planning commission meeting to Thursday, May 8th at 5 PM.